All right, give me 1 second to get started here, and then okay, keep that turned on too. I'm not gonna start recording. Yeah, eventually I'll find a way to start recording once these things like work out. But all right, hang on. Okay, yeah, just trying to rearrange all this. All right, go to the cam. I forgot to do the transition. Oh well. So welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have my glasses on today, but oh well. What glasses over here? I'll put them on. So yeah, I'm back at the desktop after TwitchCon. Sorry, just checking other stuff. I'm gonna put my phone over here. Sorry. I fucked it up. Sorry. All right. Okay, we're okay. Are we okay? Yeah, my eye's a bit funky. Yeah, I'll put it on stream. I'll put my eye drops in a second. Still got that damn yeah, I still got the look contact medicated contact lens in my eye. Hang on, let me put this down a bit. Actually, hang on. Yeah, definitely a long weekend. I couldn't stream at the time, only because like inside the con, like the stream internet stability was very questionable. So all I could do was vlog through that setup of mine. I mean, the setup itself is sound. It just needs like a stable system. I only did it like that is because it's of the stuff I have. Let's try to click E6. Just yeah. All right. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, let's get some Fortnite in and then do the rest. I still gotta make like, you know what? I'll do that now while I'm at it. So I'll yap for a bit while I'm fixing my stream deck. Yeah, you're gonna be hearing ads because of the free version of Spotify. Okay, I got horizon. Copy and then paste that. And you could also be hearing Gabs in the background. Well, not yet, because I didn't turn on the background yet. Paste. Yeah, paste. STO. Okay, here I'm gonna put, yeah. Glasses are fogging up a bit. Hey, how you doing, Module? How are you doing? Yes, I'm Filipino. Yes, I'm Filipino. I'm an Americanized Filipino, which means I don't speak Tagalog, but I am a blood Filipino. Welcome in. What else? Paste that. Yeah, right now I'm not playing anything. I'm just trying to fix some stuff here. Yeah, my eyes. Yeah, this thing's gonna have to come off eventually. But I gotta wait till like November. You hate it when your glasses tend to like get like crap on them. Yeah. Rosie! Hey! How are you? Wait, can you hear me? Or no? Stand by. Hang on. Rosie, can you hear me now? I don't know if my mic, you can pick up my mic or not. Unless my mic is like really... hang on, let me check my streams. Maybe it's just the way I was pointed. Mouth is moving with no sound. 1, 2. That's weird. Give me 1 second. Unless I fucked up somewhere. Savings. Oh, that's why. Can you hear me now? You know what probably happened? I wonder, is it back? Yep. So apparently, when I fixed my audio settings, I set the audio track to the wrong thing. It's because I separated my audio, but I put the streaming track under the wrong thing. So that messed up. Oops. So whoever was, I'll type in chat here. Whoever was watching, I fixed my mic. I didn't know I was talking like that for like a few minutes. That was my bad. Yeah, that was my bad. I had it set to the wrong track. So how you doing, Rosie? Okay, now my eyes like. TwitchCon was fine. I love being at TwitchCon, but you know, despite like what everything was being said on social media about like security and all that, like I have a whole like lengthy response to that I put down in the survey. I mean, I'll talk about that later, or I'll talk about that in a video later on. I don't know, because I had like a whole lengthy thing that I wrote detailing what I saw and what needs to be improved and all that crap. But overall, I had the best time out there because I was hanging around with like a lot of people. Lower that volume. You should have went. I mean, what else happened? Yeah, you should have saw the rig that I had up. I was gonna use it to stream, but the internet would not allow me to. What was my favorite part? Honestly, the only thing I go there for is just to interact with people. I don't pay much attention to like the booths and like the displays and all that crap. Sorry, my eye is like. You gotta see me like touch my eye a lot, but like I just put drops in and it's like kind of a little bit messy in there. Yeah, like the bright light is not helping too much. Yeah, but like mostly I just go out there just to interact with people from other communities that I was a part of. You know, and I was with it was that person that you met too. That girl I met, that girl you met when she was with me when we met outside TwitchCon. And what else? I think this was the first time that I actually stayed out late all 3 nights at TwitchCon. Because most of the time I would like just go and like not. Sometimes after the after parties and well, not after the block party, I would probably like go back to the hotel. But like no, I just stayed out until bar closed, and then I went back to the hotel. Most of the time, I would fall asleep like around maybe like 4 o'clock ish, and then wake up at like 6 or 7 just to get ready to go back to the con. Yeah, like I got super lit all 3 nights. And you will see a lot of this when I finish the vlog, hopefully by the end of this year. Because I have a bad habit of like finishing the vlog like maybe a week before the next TwitchCon. That's the thing I forgot to do. I always forget to do it. Like I get distracted so much that I forget to edit the vlog. Yeah. Like I don't get super drunk. I just like drink like a little bit, but like be enough to like be sociable around other people. If it's that's the best way to describe it. Sorry. You ever feel like there's crud in your eye, like you can't get it out? Ah. Yeah, I got like a medicated contact lens in my eye that I have an appointment to remove in like a couple of weeks. I had it like for almost a month. It's gonna be a month now. And I think it's starting to like get all the crap underneath it. No, it feels like there's like a hair stuck on your eye, like not in the back of my eye, just like on it, as if like you got like an eyelash type of deal. Hang on, let me see a mirror. Yeah, I think it's mostly like the lens, because my eye is not red. Yeah, my eye's not red. It's just like I think the contact lens is starting to dry out. I don't wear contacts normally. That's why. It's only there as this one has actually been in there longer, because they put it in one at a time. I think like all that's left now is just like the actual plastic lens that they need to remove. I don't know, I'll just deal with it for the next couple of weeks. It's gonna feel weird. I just hope that, because I also see like a retina specialist, and I'm gonna see them next Friday, and hopefully they don't have to inject my eye. Yeah, but sorry. How you been doing, Rosie? This is like the very first few times that I've streamed since Friday. I only streamed like a little bit on Friday because I couldn't stream that good. Yeah, you like my data background? Because I have to crop this camera because there's a lot of crap in the back of me, so I don't want to show all that. Like this is the way I prefer to have it. Yeah, I haven't been able to stream that much because inside the con, it's very hard to get internet stability inside. Not when there's like a couple hundred people also streaming IRL inside. I feel like the only place that you could actually stream is outside in the bar area or the outside stage area. I mean, you've heard like all the stuff that went down on social media, right? Because even though like I was just too busy, like walking around meeting streamers and all that, I tend to look around at what is supposed to enhance security, and okay, I'm gonna put moistening drops on now because this thing, the drops I put in first were the antibiotics. Now I'm just gonna put the yeah, the security issues was a little weird. I mean, nothing really happened to me, to be honest, but I have noticed some lapses in security, and one of the security guards, like the private security guards, said to me like he didn't even have a radio on him, so if anything goes down, he has no way of contacting for help. That's like the weirdest thing. And also, TwitchCon, the on the site, they said there's supposed to be like enhanced security. I'm gonna be presuming it was because of the response to whatever Hassan. What I think probably because Hassan was thought to be going at the time, but I did not see that much quote unquote enhanced security. Like it felt all the same. I was expecting at least a couple of guys with ARs, or at least like an increased presence from local law enforcement. But no. It's all normal stuff, and I mean, granted, like there's more. The guys at the front at the entrance, like they inspect your bags a little bit more thoroughly, but like I feel like it's not enough. But what else? And also, private security, they do not look intimidating at all. Like I've seen it in some clips I've seen on X where that kick streamer Jack Daughtry, I think his name was, like he was like trying to sneak into TwitchCon and he got kicked out. Yeah, and like I don't know, like would you be intimidated by somebody like 5'3" and like a little round shape as security, or would you be intimidated by someone who looks like they played football when they were in high school, or someone who looked like they wrestled? Because I feel like that's what the private security really needs. Like they need somebody that looks like they would do their job. That's just my opinion on that matter. Like you gotta have people who are who can look like they can shove you around. At least 5'10". Yeah, because like the guy I talked to who had no radio, he was almost my height, and even though he was wearing like a thick jacket, I could probably tell his build is like very skinny. Like if something were to go down, he will not be able to stop anybody. Like, and I've noted that in the survey. Like, you need people that look like they could fuck people up. Because at least like even the show of physical force can be enough to deter any disruption. Yeah, that's just my opinion on that whole matter. I never tweeted that was live. Yeah, I could find a tweet on that. And the whole thing with Emaru, like there should have been somebody that was seeing that guy coming like from a mile away. But there was no security guards even at the entrance to the meet and greet. Twin. Um, matter. I mean, overall, like I've never had any true like things happen to me this year, at least. Last year, like you've had like a lot of those kick streamers like causing ruckus. Like I've had a kick streamer like shove his camera in my face, like asking me shit. But most of that was outside the con, like after the block party. You know, and like I think that's like with the most thing this year that people were so mad about on social media about several like kick IRL streamers like walking around like doing weird stuff. Because I think I met this one streamer named Little Asian Chat. She's great. So and I saw a clip of somebody from Kick like talking to her and like pretty much trying to trick her to like turn around and like show her butt to the camera, because she was in cosplay and she's like all like out and stuff. But like her camera guy shut that down real quick, and like, but like, it's insane that like a lot of these people are causing disruption at TwitchCon, not Kick. Like, I can see why Kick doesn't have their own con. Like, I know you stream on Kick or YouTube or everything, but like, don't cause ruckus at our con. You're giving like streamers in general kind of a shit name right now. Like, TwitchCon had this history of like, ever since they started, ever since like IRL was introduced, you had people shoving cameras in people's faces now. Like, that was brought up at the first TwitchCon after IRL was introduced. So that is like a ongoing problem, to be honest. But, and I think the big problem now is like, you have like camera crews a lot with some of these streamers. No, a lot of these streamers are there just to content farm, you know, like just there for the views. Doesn't matter what they do to other people. They just doing it for the views. That's why like a lot of these Kick streamers are like doing all this outrageous shit. And like that's what shows up on like either Instagram or X or Reddit. Yeah, definitely the rage baiting as well. But like, yeah, I never got the rage baiting. I got just some dudes like asking me weird questions, like just shoving the camera in my face. Like, bro, my foot hurts. I got too busy partying. I like to get the fuck out. You know, thank you. But I think it was worse though last year outside the con though, because I remember somebody got pushed into the tram tracks last year. Here, like, I think, yeah, there's not a lot of like stuff outside the con that happened, at least that I heard of. Most of the stuff is like, you know, the Emaru situation, and also the stuff with the VTubers. Like, I heard like Twitch staff like threw out gifts that were given from attendees to the VTubers. That's like the most scummiest thing I've ever seen, to be honest, because like a lot of those gifts were like what, art, like people spent hours working on, and some of those are like actual like legit gifts, like, you know, maybe jewelry or some stuff, I'm guessing. I didn't look at it. I didn't have a gift for some VTubers that I saw, but I did go to one VTuber's meet and greet. Even the person told me, like, you got a gift, put it in this box right here. I didn't think that they would be throwing stuff out. It was like the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. And like, that's because there's like a lot of time and money like wasted right there with all this stuff in there. I don't know. Anyways, but overall, I know like people do feel unsafe at times, but maybe it's just me, but I never like felt more unsafe than just being out in the regular world, to be honest. Yeah. Maybe because we're smaller streamers, that's probably why. We don't have that much of a bigger following that requires constant security. But even if we did not, even if we did have our own security, like, what's the best way to say this? Even with security, like, people, we shouldn't have to have people, we shouldn't have to have security at all. I don't know, I'm just, yeah, I'm probably just speaking out of my ass, like, on things, because I haven't experienced any true harassment as a streamer. I mean, like, I had problems in, like, real life, but, like, Nothing I can't handle on my own, you know? Anyway. Let's get to some Fortnite, because I think I've yapped long enough with all the TwitchCon stuff. I'll read out my, what the heck? I could probably see the thing forming in my eye. Yeah, so, just for hell of it, I'll just gotta play on regular mode for now, and then see how I do. Now, to anyone who has never seen me play, I rarely buy stuff, you know, battle passes or like those skins or anything. So, and I rarely play shooters. So this is gonna be like, it's gonna be me just effing around in this games. If I get some kills, I get some kills. If I win, I win. But like, don't expect me to be an esports gamer. We'll see. This is awesome. Yeah, I never used to play Fortnite at all, but now I can't put it down. Sorry. Yeah. And I play sometimes Warzone as well, but I don't play Warzone. I don't play like multiplayer COD. But the more I start streaming now, it's just... Oh, whoa, hang on. Damn. Yeah, the music sometimes gets a little iffy. Yeah, sometimes I have to reset the my audio a bit because it tends to glitch. Yeah, in games like COD, I don't buy battle passes or skins. I just loot. Yeah. Alright, where are you? Wow. That dude should have killed me by now. Alright, where are you? Alright, Rosie. I need more ammo. Oops. Oops. Oh well. That was a good run. Oops. Oh. Yeah, you're gonna see me blinking a lot. Okay. Okay, where are you? Damn, mother. Whew. Yeah, I gotta fix something real quick.
Oh shit. So we have 2 bots? Oh shit. Undefeated. We got Scoops too. Where is he?
Hoy.
Oh nice, I love that. Are you enjoying Battlefield? I'm gonna try the VR when it comes out. If it comes out.
Da, 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 da.
Huh? No, they haven't. It's just all rumors, you know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. They released some like of it. No, I mean not Battlefield, but like just like rumor account or something. No, honestly, it looks pretty legit. Yeah, I love how they spawn. You saw that? Did we lose them? They're running. Hello?
Anyway.
Oh, I don't know. Out of fuel. Better hit a gas station. Oh, okay. Oh my god, poor Scooby.
Oh.
Hi, Brianna. Hello, darling. I'm getting out of the fuck out. Damn! Yeah. Under me?
Yeah, sorry, I'm like flicking with my eye a lot. Ah, what the hell? Yeah, I didn't realize my audio was like that before. Okay.
Guess who's back for another sequel?
Where are you? Where are ye? Okay, that did it. Or you could not aim. return to the lobby for a bit.
There was food behind us.
Yeah, my eyes are gonna be dry for a bit.
Wow, I just lagged so hard. Yeah, there is. Oh my god. Bruh. Oh my god!
Ah, okay.
Bro, the games are so fucking bad right now. I never struggle this bad, ever. Kinda crazy.
Sorry, I'm like checking my eye a lot. I can't see what's holding this damn mirror up. Ah, this thing is. Trying to see up my. Ah, I think it's shifted. Yeah, I think it's shifted. Ah. Yeah, it's just like disrupting my eyes a bit.
Oh my god, I'm lagging.
Yeah, it may have shifted. I know, it's like you're seeing like. All right. Yeah, I apologize for like blinking a lot and fucking with my eyes a lot.
Today's subathon wasn't what I expected, and that's okay. I'm not like upset. If anything, I'm just sad. I had a lot of like fun things planned, and just didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know how I wanted it to, and I might not do a subathon for a while. Maybe just keep grinding regular streams and stuff. But thank you to those that supported me and hung out with me, and it really means a lot to me. It was a great stream regardless. I think that I just set these insane expectations. And I really just have to stop. I have to focus on just like bringing regular streams, you know, if that makes sense. Like I really enjoyed today without the title of a subathon. Does that make sense? Like I don't want to stress about that shit.
Yeah.
Anymore. I don't want to stress about numbers. I don't want to. I really don't.
All right. Sorry, my eye is a bit
On
messed up
me,
right now.
and nobody wants that kind of energy around. So I apologize if I seemed not in the best of moods. I've just it's just. Yeah, it's just life. But I love you guys so much. I really do appreciate you guys
Oh,
hanging out with
god
me
damn my eye.
and being so loving and caring. You guys are amazing. Don't ever feel like I don't appreciate everything you do. I hope you guys had a good time. I'll give the other V-Bucks on Monday. I love you guys very, very much. I will see you guys on Monday.
All right.
Have a good rest of your night. Bye.
Now, I can do like probably one more. And then I'm gonna move on to talk about what happened at what I've done at TwitchCon. So I'm like blinking a lot. My eyes gonna be shut a lot because my eye definitely that contact lens has shifted. Yeah. I don't know if I should. Yeah, I'll endure it for another 3 weeks. Here, Fartnut ended up with a really bad eye. Ah. Oh, God, it gets annoying. Yeah, sorry about the eye. Hey, get me down. Those shots should have killed me. Ah. All right. All right. I think that's enough fartnutting for now. All right. Oh yeah, he didn't hear all that. Oh well. I'm gonna get off Fortnite. What else should I talk about? Yeah, as I was saying before, I did a response on the TwitchCon survey thing. I usually write a lot of detailed responses and I think sometimes Twitch does listen to me, so I'm gonna read this now, and it doesn't always cover everything that I really saw, or what I've actually heard about on third part on social media. And so I'm going to say this. Okay. Starts out as, I'm Cyber Detective 01. This response covers my own personal experiences and observations for TwitchCon 2025. This was my 6th TwitchCon. In regard to the con layout, which includes the main expo floor and upper levels, I personally had no problems navigating the entire layout at any time. One problem I did observe was from the initial batch pickup on Thursday. Inside the pickup area, I observed only one station with pickup personnel reserved only for partners. Only one station reserved for partners, while affiliate and community attendees had like maybe 2 or 3 desks. Yeah, they had more desks for affiliates and communities just to pick up their badges. While I'm aware that there are more affiliates and community members attending TwitchCon than partners, it was brought to my attention that some partners were waiting longer than affiliates and community members. Possible solution to address this problem is establish 2 or 3 stations for each category: partner, affiliate, and community. That's all I put. The wristband system, which are like the wristbands that allows to access all of that, is a good solution for accessing and tracking the con itself and areas of interest that could track the number of attendees and entering such areas. Oh god, I should have wrote that better. Whew. One suggestion in regard to this is implementing better queuing methods for the wristband scanning posts, making sure that wristbands can be scanned one at a time to prevent possible problems in the event more than one wristband is placed near the reader. Yeah, because there were times where the wristband, some asshole would put like their own wristband next to the same scanner, and like it, I don't know if it'll beep for one of them. You can't tell who beeped for, because all it is just like just a reader. It doesn't have like a display. It's kind of like, you know, in the airport when they scan your boarding pass, like they scan and see who it is. All it is just beep and then move. Also, find alternative methods for gaining entry should the wristbands malfunction, in order to prevent loss of time when trying to fix the issue by walking to where wristbands can be fixed. Like, because I know like people like would try to get into the meet and greet area, but like since the malfunction, you have to get out and go probably to the info desk, which is like several areas away, and that'll like waste a lot of time just going there and getting that fixed before coming back. You know, you lose a lot of time doing that. So I'm just saying, like, allow them to use the badge for something else, as an alternative method of gaining entry. Okay, now I would like to address the overall security experience of the event based on my own first-party observation, and also third-party social media observations as well. Now, first, I'd like to talk about the enforcement of no streaming zones. You know what? Let me cut the music off, because yeah, cut the music off. My ears like starting to thing. Yeah, so there's some areas where they don't allow streaming inside the con, and as well as at the block party, which is a good thing. You know, like people want their privacy, and at least some of those meetup areas as well. And they don't want people streaming whatever stuff they want streamed. I don't know what the heck is that about. And especially like the party as well. Yeah, I did follow the rule of not streaming, even though I didn't stream at all during the con, and also not recording, because they actually told me they don't want recording either, without a consent from whoever's around. And what they meant by that was like, you gotta take a picture with somebody, ask first, and that's understandable. And I did follow that rule. What else? I put that down. The block party, however, that's kind of sort of a different story. Like, I was approached once, people of some staff telling me no streaming allowed. Specifically, no streaming allowed. However, what I did observe at the block party is, like, you know, some people at the tables and area, they actually had their stream up like that. Where's the camera? Like, now the camera propped up, I can see chat moving. Like, so I'm guessing they probably were streaming. I have a double check to make sure. Even though, like, I mean, I didn't say anything to anybody, but, like, I feel like that rule, like, of no streaming, it wasn't very well enforced during the con and during the block party as well. Okay, and there was one thing that was brought up during on social media during the block party. Like, I think there's one store that actually sells, like, knives, and that's for, like, inside the block party area. Like, you could go into the souvenir shop and buy, like, a knife. And it's also the area is sort of set up where the door's open. I feel like there's not that much staff around from the store itself. I feel like somebody could go in, grab a knife, and boom, away. So that's a major security loophole right there that needs to be addressed in the future. What else? Put that. And also maybe enlarge some of the no streaming areas inside the con itself, because the room I was in, I mean, it's supposed to be like quote unquote 2 rooms, but like I feel like it should be bigger because it was pretty crowded in there for that one meetup that I was in. So it was hard to move around a lot. Like, and I was carrying like a big rig. Sorry, you can't see the camera because my camera's cropped out in some areas. It's like a big thing to carry. So it was hard to maneuver that without bashing somebody in the face with that. So, yeah, I got that. Well, maybe larger. I know there were like some complaints that too many IRL streamers at TwitchCon itself. Like, but bruh, it's a convention for streamers. This is a streaming site. Yes, there were people who were being assholes with the IRL streaming, but to say all IRL streaming should be banned is basically almost like saying all men, all women, or all cops are bastards, all that kind of thing. Like, it gives that kind of vibe. Like basically saying all men or all women, you know? Like, there were a lot of like IRL streamers that would have like, you know, camera crews, you know, a couple people with a person holding the camera while you're just walking around. That, I mean, it's okay as long as, like, you know, they don't do stupid shit on the floor, you know, don't make people uncomfortable and shit. Because I mean, they were primarily all kick. I don't know if there's some Twitch streamers doing this, but I know there were some kick streamers that were doing some weird stuff either on the con floor or outside the con, like somebody telling like one girl to like turn around that way while the camera is like pointing at her ass, type of deal, kind of thing. I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna give specifics. You know. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into the meet and greet area because people know about what happened to Amaru and all that with security and all that. I just put down meet and greet area have some vulnerabilities that do need to be addressed. I observed that there are no posted security at the entrance to the meet and greet zone. Like, there was only staff. There was no actual like quote unquote security guards. And if there were any, I didn't see any like inside that whole big ass area of the meet and greet area. Yeah, there's no at the entrance past the wristband readers. Security should be posted at the entrance of the meet and greet area, you know, because like you gotta see somebody there, and potentially walking in weird areas where no one's supposed to be, you know. because that's how this person actually got through to Emaru. Like they bypassed the line and then jumped the ropes and then did the thing. Also have security personnel roaming alongside the queues, ready to intercept potential immediate security threats to either the crowd or the streamers. Yeah, that's what I was referring to that for. Like, nobody they saw this guy come. I feel like you could see this guy like jumping the line and like walking towards the front, like he owned the joint. Somebody would have seen that and like should have intercepted him right away, but no one did until he was already grabbing Emaru. And like people also brought up that they banned her personal security guard because he did his job well 1 year and all that. So I put down, if a featured streamer has their own hired personal security, they should be allowed to be present and capable of taking whatever action necessary to protect the streamer from harm with no consequences from the organizers of the event. Meaning giving them practically qualified immunity. But like, you know, security should be allowed to do their job. Also, posters here must... Yeah, I'm going to also say this about some of the security I've seen from at least the private security that was hired. They do not look like they could do much. Like, I saw one guy, even though he was wearing like a thick jacket, those thick windbreaker jackets, I feel like he looks like he's skinnier than me. At least very skinny enough to like, he's not going to have enough, he will not push you around. And I think one security guard told me like he did not have any radios. So if anything should happen and they need to get in touch with him or he needs to get in touch with somebody, he will not be able to do so. So that's the security hole right there. So I put down like posted security must be appropriately built for crowd control and security. Meaning like we need some beefy dudes, you know? Like we need like security guards that are like have like they look like they've they were football players or wrestlers when they're in high school. Like somebody who at least were they've played sports. They lifted weights, you know, all that. You know, we need bouncers, man. We need like people who act like bouncers at the bars. Like someone's not afraid to actually take appropriate action, you know. You know, because sometimes the mere appearance of force would be enough to deter any disruptive behavior from threats in all shapes and forms. Because I think I saw a video of Jack Daughtry, I think his name is Darty, whatever that idiot's name is. The dude who crashed his like McLaren in the rain because he was looking at his phone. Yeah, he was at TwitchCon. I think he was. I don't know if he actually had a ticket or he was just there being like trying to sneak in, causing trouble just for the clicks. Yeah, that's the one thing like thing. Don't do stupid shit at our con just because Kick doesn't have their own con. I doubt they will because I think it's going to be a major security concerns with all that. Bro, don't mess with our con, man. Like you're giving IRL streamers in general from all platforms a bad fucking name. You know? What else? What did I put down? Oh. Anyway. Yeah, I closed it. Alright, so back to this. It has come to my attention that some staff were acting unprofessional towards attendees who were concealing face masks to hide their facial identity. Because I feel like some of these people who were, like, I think they were VTubers who were coming in here in person, but, you know, they didn't have it shown their actual face. They prefer to keep their face covered up. Like, I understand that, you know? But I know it's I also know it's like it's a security risk. You know, you want to look at the identity of some person. but people need to understand. Like, no, I mean the security needs to understand that there's a reason why they have the mask on. Like, if you want to verify their identity, put them in a room that's more private and away from like the general population, just so you could get your face set, just so you could take a look at them, and then it's only isolated to like a couple of people. You know. I mean, because even though like at badge pickup, you're not supposed to be recording or streaming, or even at the entrance, you're not supposed to be streaming or recording. People are still recording, and they can catch a glimpse of that, and you know how people are. They want to post like, "Oh shit, I saw this person's face." Excuse me. Yeah, that's like the stupidest. Thing to deal with. Hang on, I'm just checking some stuff real quick. Wait, what happened? Wait, what happened to Emeru again? Oh. Chicago police could not help any further as refused to get. Okay, fucking hell. Oh boy, this is gonna be a shitstorm in the future. Emeru says Twitch lied about cooperating with law enforcement investigations regarding her TwitchCon assaults. She says San Diego PD refused to help any further as Twitch refused to give them the assaulter's name. Damn. Like I said, if I was there when that shit went down, I would have followed the dude at least and try to get his badge. At least get his identity, his badge identity, and then like find a way to trace his real name. Well, I don't have those resources, but still. I feel like you can find a way to find his name somehow. And verify it through various means, but yeah, it sucks. Yeah. I know I'm like ranting on about this. Okay, so back to the face mask thing. What they need to do is have like maybe like a. They need to bring back the cosplay only like entrance, where people wearing heavy makeup and masks can be security searched, and also like identity, all that. Because the people were being some of the staff were being unprofessional to streamers who not streamers streamers and attendees wearing face masks. Like, bro, there's a reason why. Like, some people it takes. My thing went out. Like, some of these people went through great mental lengths to at least come out here and spend the money to come out here. At least give them the courtesy of like respecting their boundaries. So what did I recommend? I recommended the separate area for them for separate security screening. I know that's probably not going to happen, but yeah, and they also need to have more professional attitudes. Like, what I mean was being professional. People are like, again? Like, giving them like a negative attitude, very like pissed off attitude. Like, no, that's not going to fly. That shit should not fly, because attendees of TwitchCon should be safe from both harm and negative judgment, like, because this is supposed to be a safe place for streamers as well. Like, people have gone through great lengths to come here. They deserve to feel safe at least, you know? Like, especially from convention staff and security personnel. Like, we should not expect to be bullied or negatively judged from people like this, you know? And now, regarding punishing infractions during the con, like, we have people sometimes, they do stupid shit. Like, bro, just, if they have the ability to walk away, let them walk away. Except for that guy who walked away during the thing on Emeru. Like, like I said, if I had seen that guy I would have stepped out of line. I would have followed that dude and at least attempted to grab his badge, and then, get his face on camera, his picture, and then also forward it to San Diego PD, because security is not gonna be doing shit. So, like, there should be some light warnings for, like, maybe light disruptions to attendee safety. Like, you do a little fuck up there, here, and there, like, yeah, just don't do it again, or otherwise we'll kick your ass out. But however, things like, physical assault, sexual harassment against any attendee or staff, that should never be tolerated at all. And it should not be tolerated moving forward. I need a Tic Tac. And since there are cameras all around the event, either from the security cameras, also like other streamers, like taking IRL streams all over the place, or even vloggers like me, there would be video recorded evidence of such actions. And there are also people that will be willing to testify of what they witnessed, So let's say like an attendee commits a physical assault against somebody, physical assault and battery on an attendee, or staff, or security personnel. Security should be allowed to detain the individual and involve local law enforcement. Like, bruh, like, they committed a major felony here. The aggressor should not be simply allowed to walk away at all. Like this dude, he managed to like walk out of the con, and I feel like and did it with no consequence at all. They didn't get his badge pulled. They didn't ban him at all. They didn't ban him until after Emeru's manager started applying pressure, and also people on the social media applying pressure as well. They should not have to wait before the pressure is applied on them to press charges and also get the local PD involved. That's just not the way it should be. And also the victim should be given the choice whether or not to press charges without delay. Like, you shouldn't have to wait like hours before you were asked whether or not you should press charges or not. Like, immediately you should let people know that you want to press charges against this person for assaulting you. Yeah, in either case, such behavior should result in the removal from the event and the revoking of badge and wristbands, and also a ban from any other Twitch events, either for life or probably for like a year. And also a ban on their Twitch account as well, since you need a Twitch account to enter TwitchCon to buy a ticket to TwitchCon, you should have your account banned as well. Yeah, now said these warnings should be posted publicly in order to deter any disruption to future TwitchCons, all that. And also another thing I'd like to bring up is the meet and greet with VTubers situation, where it has come to my attention that gifts given to VTubers were being thrown away by staff. But most of those are like probably like art that were meant to be given to the VTubers, and also some of those were probably like stuff like bought with money, So a lot of time and a lot of money was probably wasted because somebody threw it out. And also might be a guess that somebody like pocketed the stuff, like they took it with them. So that's like that should not fly either. That's technically theft. Technically theft. I think it is theft and fraud. Because I remember I was on Iron Mouse's meet and greet, and the person in charge of the queue told me, if you have gifts, you put it in this box right here. You got any gifts for the streamer? Put it in the box right here. I mean, I didn't have one, but I know people in line had some. They had some stuff for them. But like that's that should not be the case. Like I don't know if it was actual Twitch staff or what. I don't know who is in charge of the VTuber thing. I feel like somebody representing the VTubers outside of the con. Like it should be a separate entity outside the con that should be dealing with this instead of TwitchCon staff. And that can come to another thing as well. I feel like we need staff that knows what Twitch is all about. Like I know, like I feel like some of these people are people who don't know a lot about streaming or Twitch or whatever. I feel like we need personnel who knows better than that. I don't know if some of those people are for actual Twitch staff, as in they work at Twitch corporate, or if they were temporary workers just to work for that weekend. Like, I feel like that needs, and also they need like photos of whichever streamers are going to be supposed to be at the meet and greet, the ones who are featured, because I don't know how often this happened, but of like they don't know who this person is, like they don't know what the streamer looks like, and so anybody could just get in it by saying I'm such and such, and then take their booth, and even though they're not really that particular streamer, like people are assholes. Like even like fucking Neon, bro. Didn't Neon get banned from TwitchCon at one point? Like I feel like he needs to be banned from attending TwitchCon forever, because clearly he cannot behave himself at all. Like he was like, I think he tried to like walk into somebody else's meet and greet while they haven't gotten in yet, and then I don't know if that was probably a skit or such, but also he was like talking to this one girl, and what happened was, I don't know how exactly this went down. I'm gonna look it up. On TwitchCon. Yeah, that's another thing too. Now, like he fucks around on TwitchCon. Suddenly, his followings are like flooding the person who rejected him with threats. Okay, yeah, I would like. I don't give a shit if they give me like death threats. I will insult this. He has I feel like Neon has the face that definitely would make you want to punch him in the face. He's got one of those faces that makes you want to punch him. No, because I think he tried to hit on this girl, and she declined an invitation to an after party, and so like it escalated to like what, insults and fat shaming and all that bullshit. Like, bro. And I think he was the one that last year he got banned because he misgendered a trans person on purpose, being an asshole about it. I'm just gonna say this: Neon needs to be banned from TwitchCon from all future TwitchCons. He should not be allowed anywhere near Twitch events because his behavior is unacceptable. Yeah, he was after her. They accused him of objectifying her after calling her beautiful. Like, bruh, if you get I'm not gonna say anything else. I don't know what else to say without acting like an asshole myself. He should not have been allowed back, to be honest. Yeah, that's another thing. Like, I know, like, IRL streamers were, like, probably shoving their cameras into other people's faces. I think that's mostly from non-Twitch people. Like, I know we have people who are from YouTube but they come here as well. I say, you're welcome here as long as, just, like, you don't be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are willing to accept you among us as long as you're not assholes to everyone else. Like, I feel like that's the reason why a lot of people don't like Kick, because it's full of people who act like complete dicks to a point where they are insulting people. I don't know. That is just my opinion on the matter. I know I probably said that like multiple times, but like, it had to be said. But overall, TwitchCon was the very best for me because I met a lot of great people. Some of them old friends, and some of them are new friends. Like one in general. I wonder if she's streaming right now. At least my eyes are starting to get a little bit better. I think I just have to put in the antibiotic drops every once in a while. Yeah, she's probably taking a break. She's not streaming right now. Sorry about that. Yeah, I was talking. Yeah, this one streamer, Colette Cherry on YouTube. She, this was her first time actually IRL streaming heavily. And she just started to stream fully on Twitch. Well, she's not fully, but I'm talking about like, she did YouTube for a few years, uploading movie reactions. And then recently I think during the summertime, she started, I got crap all over my monitor. She started just streaming stuff IRL from her setup, and I think this is also the first time she started IRL streaming in the field. So I also I met her and I pretty much guided her throughout TwitchCon. You know, she wanted to meet a lot of female streamers as well, so I introduced at least the ones that I know out of nowhere, or not. I don't know, the ones that I'm familiar with, because I know quite a few female streamers. Yeah. My thing keeps turning off. But yeah, she was a great person to be around. And I definitely hope to collab with her again later on in the future. Hopefully, maybe even future TwitchCon. Because I mean, she definitely likes IRL streaming because she has the backpack. I don't, because I think it costs more in data plans to use the backpack. So, I don't. Yeah, because and it's also really heavy because that my own bag, it hurt my shoulder sometimes. You know, my legs too when I'm carrying that much weight. Plus the big stick that I was carrying. But yeah. It's kind of the price I pay to be in this industry. Like, I like IRL streaming. I'm not gonna do like the IRL streaming in the field that often, so I'm probably just gonna do like stuff from my phone, from my car as usual. I'm not gonna do the Monday, Tuesday streams anymore because of the bad location of where I'm at. Cause I'm streaming from work. That's why it's a bad location, because it gets like a not very dead location, but like it's very, very low signal for any network that I've had. Like I had T-Mobile and I have Verizon, but like those two networks in that location, it was like, ugh. Like it would not stay connected that long. It was hard to watch a YouTube video on break when I'm out there. But either way, these pants. Yeah, and I also, this was the first time I actually stayed out at night. I probably said this too when Rosie was on here, but this is the first time all 3 nights I managed to stay out longer, because I was actually like socializing with some people. Like, this is the most social I've ever been during the year, to be honest. Like, I'm never really social here at home, because I don't hang out with a lot of people here at home. When I'm out there, I'm hanging out with new people. I'm hanging out with people that I've met in previous TwitchCons, you know. It was the best. Like, I preferred this way, to be honest. And so that was my TwitchCon. Hopefully I'll be able to edit the TwitchCon vlog sometime during the next few months. Hopefully by the end of this year, instead of waiting until TwitchCon 2026 to upload the 2025 vlog. I have a bad habit of doing that. I gotta change that. Okay, what else? I'd like to also put out a very special shout out to somebody. So, oh my god, I again. Like, I could feel my eye, like my lens is fucking up because my vision goes a little fucky. I think it's because like my eyes getting dry. Okay. Moving on. Apparently I've signed up for the monetization program on Twitch, like at least a week before TwitchCon. You know, I did all that. I signed all the forms, all that. I filled out all the forms, tax information, all that crap. Apparently, it gave me a sub button. I didn't know it was going to give me a sub button. I didn't really read further what this monetization really was. I thought it was going to give me ads or other stuff. But no, it gave me a sub button. What else? Oh, where's the thing that says what I've earned so far? Nah. Analytics. Oh, revenue. That's where it is. Anyway. So I got that. It gave me a sub button. And during TwitchCon, you know, I was meeting, you know, we're meeting new people, you know, like I told them my Twitch channel, like told them their Twitch channel. This dude, B-Boy Will 1, like we were among a group of people. I gave him my Twitch channel. He gave me his. He followed, then he subscribed. So he was my first subscriber, B-Boy Will 1. So very special shout out to him for being my very first sub. That was a very surprising thing for me. Like I'll actually get a sub while offline. I should have had the sub when I was online, you know? Like, you want to hear my stupid actually I am prepared for like subs, you know? Like I have a sub alert that's ready to go, which I'm not going to show here yet. I'm actually going to wait till I actually get a sub legit while streaming, you know? It's funny. Like, so, yeah, shout out to B-Boy Will 1 for being my first subscriber. And I got to double check who was my first follower, because I know it's probably... Fuck, it was a long time ago. I met him in my first TwitchCon, that's why. How do I check followers? Analytics? Community. There it is. Followers list. Yeah, a shit ton of followers this whole weekend. I don't even know if he's still here. Yeah, I don't know if that guy's still on here. I'm gonna have to like look back in my yeah, he probably like deleted his account. That was a long time ago. Anyway, it was definitely been a nice stream so far. Alright, I think I'm gonna end this very soon because my eye is starting to bother me again. Yeah. Okay, so first of all, I am going to end it on Kick. So goodbye, Kick. So goodbye, Kick. Yeah. Speaking of Kick, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm only gonna like. I'm not gonna multi-stream IRL in the field anymore. Or at least I'm not gonna stream it on Kick anymore. Because I don't want to be that person that likes to bring in. That likes to make us like. I've been disillusioned from Kick. Kick. Like I get like the weirdest people on Kick. I haven't interacted that much with people on Kick. So I'm gonna like just I keep Kick only on the desktop streams, but most of my interaction will be on Twitch, and maybe YouTube. I mean, YouTube doesn't have that many people either, but just best to have it all on platforms. Maybe around next month, I'll probably get started on TikTok. You know, to get that shit rolling as well. So first, I'm gonna deactivate Kick. Good night, Kick. Have a good night. And then next, I like to say good night to YouTube. Good night, YouTube.